The Comedy Grinder. Streaming live worldwide from the First Church of Cannabis. Tonight, Tyson Cox, Dwight Simmons. Tonight's episode, Captain Crunch, serial pedophile.
There's a big learning curve that happens when you first move to New York. Like, for instance, I didn't know that you couldn't ride the train in between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. Because that's when school lets out. In Indiana, when school lets out, the kids get on a bus, there's a bus driver, there's a supervisor. In New York, they just all pile onto a train car, and it's anarchy. It's the Lord of Flies, and it's horrifying. It's unattended kids, unsupervised kids going nuts, terrorizing, running up and down a train car. They're having a snap battle. Now, if you don't know what a snap battle is, that's when I say something mean about you, and you say something mean about me. And they were having a snap battle. And I had my head down, because I didn't want to get caught in the crossfire. These kids are savages. I'm trying to tell you. Like, I didn't have a good pair of shoes on that day. Like, I was a target. These kids are having a snap battle, so my head's down, but I'm kind of paying attention. I just hear one kid go, "That's why your mama's got orangutan titties." Which is wonderful, right? It's like I heard that, and I was like, I have hope for the future, because that kid should be president. That is a next level insult. You know why? Because the kid on the receiving end of that insult, he doesn't know what orangutan titties are. That means he has to go home, Google orangutan titties, cross-reference it with his mom's titties, and be like, God damn, my mom does have orangutan titties. Fuck him. Orangutan titties. These kids were insane. They were running up. They were banging on the windows, terrorizing people, so much so to where the conductor had to stop the entire train. He stopped the entire train, came out, and said, "Hey, this the J train. This ain't the nigga train." Which seems aggressive for a Hispanic man to yell. Look, you know what I mean? Like, how do you get to that point in your day where you're just gonna yell that at children as a man? Like, how long was his semester? You know what I mean? Like, he just woke up that day like, I'm gonna say it today. Damn kids keep talking about my shoes, I'm gonna say it. The fucked up part was it worked. The kids sat down. They're like, maybe this isn't the nigga train. We thought. That was amazing. And I was new. Like, I'm new to New York. I didn't know the rules. I had to ask the lady across from me, "Ma'am, do you know where I transferred to the nigga train? Because I don't want to be late. There's somewhere I have to be."
I do like one sport. I like bowling. I was bowling a couple days ago, and I'm real bad at it. I'm so bad, like, the scoreboard started to heckle me because I threw 2 gutter balls in a row, you know, like a pro. And then I look at the scoreboard. I don't know why the score did not change for me. I don't know why I looked at it, but I looked at it, and then on the bottom it just says, "You open for a couple of lessons." I was like, that kind of hurts a little bit, and it just started to roast me. It was just like, you know, most bowlers take 2 to 3 years to get good. We'll give you 7. Yeah, all right, that seems some bumpers available for $6.99. Most bowlers try and hit pins. I was like, fuck you. Ah. And then, so like, I was mad. I was going to take a pee, so I started walking down. And God bless Indiana, because I see a mom holding a Budweiser can to her daughter's head, like icing it. And I hear a man, her father, I assume stepfather, he just goes, "Well, you shouldn't have moved your head." And then the mom agreed. The mom was like, "Yeah, honey, you really should not have moved your head." Like, what kind of William Tell Budweiser on top of your head bowling trick shot were you trying to pull there, Dale? Like, I don't get, how did you think that was going to work out? So I go into the bathroom, and I start peeing, and I'm on my phone, because I'm a millennial. And this guy just walks in, and he goes, it's illegal to text and pee since Wednesday. All right, I was like, it's illegal to hit your daughter in the head with a bowling ball since always. It's never okay.
Yeah, my ex-girlfriend, I think our problem was we moved in together too quickly because you're young and dumb and that's what happens. I think it's a good idea. But then we started fighting over the dumbest shit. I think that's like what TV shows to watch. We'd always fight over what TV, she would want to watch some fashion show, Say Yes to the Dress, What Not to Wear, $1 Million Makeover. She'd watch these shows all week, yet when it's time for her to address herself, she'd come to me and be like, how do I look in this? It's like, bitch, you've been doing research all week. How do you not know? How do you not know what to wear by now? I didn't do that to her, right? I love the NFL, watch it every Sunday, but I didn't do that to her, right? I didn't put on my Michael Vick jersey when she asked me to go look at the puppies. So I have done my research. They don't think it's funny at the pound. They don't find it humorous. She was white, so I didn't put on black gloves with my O.J. Simpson jersey. Do you understand? I'd put on the gloves if I was upset. You know what I mean? Saw her across the bar talking to another dude. Wait. You better get your ass in the Bronco. You better.
This lady, this is something I like. This is another fun situation. This lady was in the back of the car, and she was on her phone. We're going to Chuck E. Cheese. And she's trying to tell her friend how to get to Chuck E. Cheese. She's like, where is it at? She's like, it's on the corner of Madison. Oh, it's on the corner of Madison and, it's on the corner of Madison and Hitler. All right, well, I get being wrong, but, how are you that wrong? In what universe is somebody, building a Chuck E. Cheese and is like, hey, where should we put this? Oh, right next to the street that reminds us of the worst thing ever? Do you want to? You're going to grow up quick, kids. You're going to get a lesson. But, I want to know, even if that did, how did a city planner, how would that have happened? Were they just all right, guys, it's Friday. I'm feeling good. Everyone gets to name one street. All right, what do you want? Washington? Classic. Good. What do you want? Scully Avenue and Mulder Road? That's two, but I like where your head's at. Done. Hitler, fuck you. Got. Oh, you're fired, Ted. You are fired. It'd make it easy to find that Chuck E. Cheese, though. It would, because you'd just be all right, take a left on 82nd. Take a right on Madison, and then keep going till you hate the Jews. Yeah, it'll be on your Third Reich.
I took a girl home recently. Not bragging. I'm sort of bragging. Get it, Dwight. You know what I'm talking about. Took a girl home, man. It was awesome. Things were getting hot and heavy. We were making out. Took her to the bedroom. Tossed her on the bed. I go to take off my shirt. She goes, whoa, whoa, whoa. Any STDs? Which is something you don't say to set the mood. Or to someone with an erection. Because why would I be honest with you in this point in our interaction? You know what I mean? I already sealed the deal. And look, I've been tested. I know I don't have any STDs. And I wanted to get laid. So I said, no, I don't have any STDs. But everything in me wanted to lean over and whisper in her ear, all of them. I got all the, turn around and lock the door. You in the STD Thunderdome now, baby. Where you going? Which one you want first? To really drive it home. But I didn't. Any STDs? That's the I've never been asked anything in the way she asked it. It was like she was offering me STDs. She's like, any STDs? I was like, no, I'll just have the water. What kind of restaurant is this?
That's how I want to go. I want to die a ridiculous death. I want to die. Like I read this article. I read the title of an article, and the article was about a man who died because an eagle scooped up a turtle and then took off and then dropped the turtle and it hit the man in his head and he died. Best part about that story, man died, turtle lived. I want to know, how did they solve that crime? I want to know, how did they figure that one out? Did they just see like a dead guy here, then like a dented turtle over there, and just go, I know what's going on here. I know exactly what's happening. I'm making Sergeant in no time. Like I love that story so much because the turtle lived. That means another turtle came up to him at some point during his day and was like, hey man, what'd you do today? And he was like, oh, I just engaged in single-hand combat with America's terrifying predator bird, went skydiving, I killed a man just to watch him bleed. It's a badass turtle.
Actually, a school district in New York that's banned a list of words they've deemed unsuitable for kids to see on tests and textbooks. And I know when I say that, you're like, yeah, there are words we should protect kids from. But I'm not talking about those. I'm not talking about curse words. I'm talking about words like dinosaur. Can't say dinosaur because it points to evolution, and creationists might get upset and burn down a children's museum or something. I'm not sure what they would do, but you can't say the word dinosaur. Now, this list of words is incredible. It's like 23 words long, all bullshit words. My favorite word they banned was the word birthday. Can't say birthday because Jehovah's Witnesses don't celebrate birthdays, and they might get offended. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? These were the dudes that were on a Saturday morning while you're trying to sleep in. You didn't have to hide behind the couch or turn off all the lights. You could have just opened the door and yelled, happy birthday, and they would have burst into flames.
I like driving for Uber. I don't like all the dumb questions, though, because people are always like at least once a day, someone's like, are you going to murder me? I'm like, I don't know. Are you going to be a handful? This is up to you, sir. One time, people just don't get how it works. Like, one time this guy, he got in, and I was like, hey, buddy, how are you? And he's like, not good. My wife left me. I'm probably losing my job, and I found out I can't really get it up anymore. All right, you don't know how this works. How Uber works is you get in, I say, hi, how are you? You say, fine, thanks. I say, good, let me know if you want to change the music. You say no, and then we keep listening to early 2000s alt rock. That's how Uber works. I'm not a therapist by the mile, guys. Just because I have a driver's license and a 2010 Nissan Sentra does not mean I am the person you look at for good life choices.
I used to get called Bill Cosby. It used to be cool. You know what I mean? It used to be before all the stuff, obviously. That started happening in high school because I went to a school that was mostly white. And that's what white kids do. They compare you to what they know. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't get Denzel Washington or Will Smith. I got Steve Urkel. And fucking Bill Cosby. Which never came from a good place. That started in 6th grade. You know how ugly you have to be in the 6th grade for people to call you Bill Cosby? You just... Fuck you guys and Jello. You can have them both back.
I have nerdy tattoos, which is not great because everyone wants they see your oh, what's that tattoo? A girl came up to me and was like, oh, what's that tattoo? And she seemed real into me, and I was like, oh yeah, this is great. This is the Great Horned Rat from Warhammer. It's the deity of the Skaven army. They're an army it's more about numbers than sheer force. And I looked at her face, just drained of all interest. It was like a Dementor just sucked her soul out. And I was like, just kidding. It's a goat skull, because one time I was four-wheeling and I hit a goat. And she was like, ooh, you have hobbies. That's interesting. Here's my number. Yeah. Fun fact, did you guys know that every time a suburban dad misses a soccer game, a dragon tattoo gets its wings?
Get a lot more candy when people think you're mentally handicapped, though. That is the trick. That is Halloween life hack 101. One year I wanted to be Leonardo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Mom said, no, can't be Leonardo. This weapon's a sword. Swords cost money. It's like, okay, I think I get it now. What about I like Michelangelo. Can I be Michelangelo? She said, no, can't be Michelangelo. This weapon's nunchucks. Nunchucks cost money. My mom made me be Donatello because his weapon's a damn broomstick. My mom gave me a broomstick and wrapped some Crown Royal bags around my head, strapped a laundry basket to my back, and I am the Ninja Turtle that's made terrible life decisions. Why are they throwing change at me? Mom, I wanted candy.
I love a little drinking and online shopping. You know what else? A little boozing and buying, whiskey and wish listing, Absolute and Amazon. Who's their own Secret Santa? I am. I'm getting real good at it, too. Like the other day, I received a package in the mail addressed to Sir Boobinator III. That's not a person. Good job, Visa fraud detection. Really? Just let me run with that. But I bought a straight razor, and I've been shaving with it. Man, I'm here to tell you guys that whenever you shave with a straight razor, every successful shave feels like a failed suicide attempt. Because every time I'm done, I'm always like, oh man, I don't know if I did this right, but I am bleeding.
I just want to know who Bill Cosby's drug dealer was. Where's this guy? Every drug dealer I know would have come forth with this information. Because if your shit makes the news, you get to charge double. Everybody knows that. Like, why is this guy not doing interviews on CNN? Just face blurred, like, yeah, I sold the shit to Cos. It's telling the whole story. Cos pulled up on the block one night, right? I was like, oh shit, it's Bill Cosby. And he was like, I need a box of roofies.
One time I was at dinner, and I had an uncle look me dead in the eyes, and he goes, boy, you are whiter than cum on a catfish's belly. All right, well, not only is that weird and gross, it's also not even like a good example. Like, you know what else is white? Paper, snow, just a catfish's belly. All of those were options. And I was like, I know I'm going to regret this. Where did you come up with that saying? And he just goes, experience. Experience. Oh, all right, no more fish and chips with Unk. That is, we are in a landlocked relationship now.
When I date white girls, the black girls and my family, they make a big deal about it. They're like, oh, you can't date someone that looks like us? I was like, first of all, if you care about someone, it shouldn't matter what color they are, and I truly believe that. Yeah. Thank you. 4 of you agree. Welcome back to Indiana, Dwight. Secondly, like even more common sense than that, science has actually proven, science has proven this, that everything tastes better on a cracker. So don't get mad at me. What science has proven.
You can never spend enough time in a hammock. I love hammocks. Laying in a hammock is like laying in a cloud made of your dad's acceptance. It's a wonderful thing. But like the only downside, which is really only a perk, is they're near impossible to get out of. They're so hard to get out of. I think you should legally be allowed to call in work stuck in hammock. You just call in and be like, yeah, I'm not making it in today. Yeah, I'm stuck again. Since Friday. Yeah. So send help. Or mimosas. Actually, just mimosas. We can keep this party going.
Part of me wishes that bigotry was inherited, like, you know, you were born with it. I wish people were born with it, but it's a choice. You choose to hate people, but part of me wishes I could turn on CNN and just see a dude defending himself like, hey, you think I would choose to be a homophobic piece of shit? You think I want to throw up in my mouth when I see an Ellen DeGeneres commercial? My granddaddy fought for segregated bathrooms, and I'll be goddamn if I let some man lady. You guys get the point.
I think Budweiser changing the name to America. That's perfect. I've never seen like a more fitting name, because like both Budweiser and America, you know, like people overseas don't like it. Really full of itself. Hates the gays. So
I just don't want to be the jealous guy because I was cheated on in that last relationship. I don't want to be the like, ladies, you know the guy that loses his shit every time your phone goes off? It's like, who the hell is alarm clock? Calls you every morning at 6:30. You guys got your little codes you think I won't notice? You hang up and he calls back 10 minutes later? Bitch. Better get your ass in the Bronco.
I love drinking games. I love them. Beer pong, flippy cup. My favorite drinking game is I like to drink until I believe in myself. It's a one-player game, you guys. So one player. Yeah, can't lose if you're always losing.
I feel like there should just be a section of the gym dedicated to people going through a breakup. Like, here's where we come to overcompensate. Just be playing Adele and Eminem on repeat. You'd be struggling with some weight. You'd be like, I can't get it, I'm struggling. And then out of nowhere, a personal trainer would swoop in and be like, I bet you she's not struggling with David's dick. And you'd be like, where's my muscle milk?
But I'm single, and so look out, ladies. I'm gonna get you. Well, that was not a. Ladies don't like that. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. It's not. Anyways,
yo, come over here. This the shit Kaz was using. You gotta try this shit. It's incredible. Kicks in immediately, and then they don't say nothing for like 17 to 18 years. The shit is incredible. Like, I hear the name Mike Pence and I get stomach cramps, you know what I mean? It's terrible. That's why I moved to New York.